So Marvel has tried several times to get their characters popular in Japanese manga. They've done collaborations with Shonen Jump, and actually that was recently, last fall, they did that, where they did a 7-chapter run, and each chapter was done by a big creator in Shonen Jump. And I don't think anything else came from that. I don't even know if those are available over here. But another thing they did was with Kodansha, and I'm not so sure how popular Kodansha is. I know they have a couple of big mangas, particularly Sailor Moon and stuff like that. So they're doing okay. I don't know how popular they are, of course, compared to Shonen Jump, which to my knowledge is the biggest over in Japan. So I'm not sure. All I know is Spiderman Fake Red, which was a collaboration with Marvel and Kodansha, is not doing very well. So according to the creator of the series, it says, I was informed that the discontinuation of the series Spider-Man Fake Red has been decided. I'm really disappointed. It continues. Initial sales of paper books were quite good, but they did not grow and could not reach the reprint line. It seems that the electronic version did not sell at all. It continues. I am very sorry for the dear readers who have been waiting for the continuation of this work. I really wanted to draw the continuation. Honestly, I'm too depressed now, and my thoughts don't fit together. But anyway, thank you for reading and buying Excelsior. It's also been reported from Anime News Network. I don't know if it was from these tweets or not, but it was reported by Anime News Network that there are no plans to publish this over in North America. So the takeaway here, a couple of things. One, this book was originally digital only. It didn't sell. So they printed a collected version all in one little book, and that did okay, but it wasn't good enough for them to reprint it, so they decided not to make it. I don't know too many details about Fake Red. I didn't read it. Like it says in the report that I read, it's never coming here, hasn't been available here translated. As far as I can tell, the only way to officially read it is to sail the high seas, and then you can find it. But I did see a couple of posts on Reddit and a few people talking about it, and they all said it was quite good and a decent book. I can't confirm that. I haven't heard anything said nasty about it, but to be fair, I haven't heard anybody really talk about it at all, to be honest. The art for the covers, and I'm imagining these are the covers, not the interiors, look pretty good. They look all right. Whether or not the series is good, I don't know. What I see this as is Marvel failing spectacularly once again in Japan with their best character. And I really don't know what to say about that. Other than, you know, laughing at Marvel, there's not really much to say. Marvel is very hit or miss on their own books. They put out a lot of crap that doesn't sell. And they seem to just want to make money short term, and they don't really think about the long term. I don't really know why that is. But I do know, like I said, they've tried several times to break into the Japanese market, and they just cannot do it. They cannot break in there, and they've tried several times. I think the movies do okay over there, and the video games. But as far as them publishing, you know, comics over there, it just doesn't work. They just don't seem very interested in them over in Japan, and every time they do it, it fails over and over again. So I'm just not sure what they're doing. You know, comics in general, I don't know what's going to happen to the comic book market. If comic book movies and television shows ever fail, you would see the end of comic books in North America as a whole. Almost guaranteed. I think they would do what they have to do to keep the rights to certain characters, but for the most part, comics are only even around is because the only reason that they keep them around at all is because of the movies. That's the only thing keeping the characters relevant, because the comic books aren't doing it. Nobody reads them. Nobody buys them. I mean, the sales are very, very low. for comic books in North America. I don't know, you put them over in Japan, maybe that gets a little bit of life left, like a little bit of life kicked into them. I don't know. All I know is they just cannot get these characters to take off over in Japan at all. I feel bad for the creator. He does seem to care about the book, and he wanted to keep doing it, but it's done. So, yeah, it didn't sell well in digital, and there's no plans to bring it here. I bet you that there were plans to bring it here. If this could have done well, they probably would have brought this over here in a collected series to sell. Manga sells very well here. This would have been a good way to introduce new people to the characters that don't read the American comics, because then you can tap in to that, you know, that manga audience, which is huge in America, still big. That audience is growing while North American comic book audiences are shrinking. You've got young people getting into manga. You know, you don't have young people getting into American comics. So, I don't know. Maybe that was their intention, to see if they could make it big over there and then bring it over here for a quick buck. I don't know, but either way, it didn't work. It's another failure for Marvel in Japan either way. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this. What are your thoughts? Did you read this book? What did you think about it? Give me your thoughts on this. Also, if you would, share the video. Make sure you still subscribe. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.